So writing files in PHP 5 is very, very easy. Let me show you how easy it is. In a PHP file, you just say file, put contents. Let's say we're writing a log file, log.txt, and we want to say user logged in at this point. That's it. We look here that we don't have a file in our test website directory called log. It would be right here. So now this is called file write. We go to file write, execute it, and then let's look. Let's do update here. And we see here that we have a log text, and in it says user logged in. Super. So as you can see, it's very easy to write two files in PHP. There are a couple tips, tricks, and traps. Let me show you a couple here. Let's say we want to write another line. So let's just copy this line here, user logged in, and then the next line is user logged out. So let's execute it again. And see, okay, it changed, of course. And now it says user logged out. Well, we actually wanted it to say user logged in, and then on the next line, user logged out. It seems to be overriding it. So how do we change that so that it appends? Well, we just have to put here, file, append. And this one too. Oops, we need a comma. File, append. So let's try it again. Run, and it's changed. So our file was user logged out, then we appended user logged in and appended user logged out. There's something wrong here though, still, and that is that it's not actually writing on a new line. It's just continuing on one line. That's not what we want. In a log file, we want each action to be on one line, so we have to put this in. \n. Sometimes you want to put \nr. It's a Linux Windows thing. You just have to find out what's best for your environment. So here we see some problems, so let's take care of that now. Let's try it again. Go to log file. Yes. We're sending the new line character, but it's still writing it in one line. What's wrong? We start tearing our hair out. Well, the thing that's wrong is, although we're sending the new line character, we need to send it in double quotation marks like this. So let's now run it again. And look. And here we see it's starting to write on one line. If we delete the file and start all over again fresh, run, look at, we have to refresh our directory here, F5, log, we see that it's writing on each line. Let's try it again. And yes, that's exactly what we wanted. So what did we learn? If you want to append, put in file append as the third parameter. If you want each line to be written on its own line, then include the new line character, \n or \n/r, and you need to put them in double quotes. Other than that, it's a very simple procedure. There's one more little trap that you'll run into, and that is everything will work fine on your Windows system as we saw here. Then you'll upload to your provider and run it on your website, which is Linux, and it will get a file permission error. What you need to do then in your FTP is right-click on the directory in which your file is being created and change the rights to 777, which means that your script will have rights to write into that directory. So file put contents is a very nice new PHP 5 command. If you work with old code, you might see this way of writing files. So let me show it to you. We'll use the same file, write. This is saying open the log file, the file log.txt, and write to it. And then we want to say fwrite and send our little fp object, and then say this is the text. We already learned our lesson about the double quotes, so we'll include them here, and the new line character. So, and now we say fclose. So it's a couple more lines, but as we will see, it does the same thing. Let's execute this and then go to our log file again. And it wrote the line, but it erased everything else. So we need to have a way to append here. The way is change the W write to a append. Change this to 2 just to make sure that we see the difference. And we look in our log file and we see that it's actually being added. Let's run it again, and it's being added. This text is executing as well. So we can see that the new way is easier and more straightforward, and there is an old way of doing it that you should know about, and this is how you do it. In any case, writing to files in PHP is very easy and useful and powerful.